Because I was brought up with a dad that would be like, you know what, he never smoked. My mum smoked and he would be like, you know what, don't ram things down my neck I don't like. I've got a right to be in my own home without choking on the air.
Yeah, I'm same. I go to my back door all the time.
I don't believe it. I'll do what I'll do to myself, but I don't do it to others. That's how I am.
I'm saying none of my kids don't smoke, so you know I'm not going to force that on them. I go to
All I can
door.
say is, like, you know that I smoke, but you see me smoke in my kitchen with a kitchen door closed and out my window, or on the balcony. Since when do you ever see me sit in the rooms that my kids sit smoking?
Nope. Exactly.
Well,
I don't need to make my babies choke on my smoke. That's not fair. They don't smoke. They're kids. Think about it. If you're not allowed to do it in public places these days, why are you doing it in your home like that?
yeah. Well, what can I say? So, just to reiterate what I said yesterday, which is probably boring. Anybody that follows these people, I don't want anybody in box anymore that follows them. I don't want.
Wendy, I've just started recording, so can we have a recap on what happened with Mary? And Rainbow, would you be able to show their messages again for me as a back screen?
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, let me go and save.
Right, okay, I'll just say what we're saying. Right, so this is just to cover us all, blah, blah, blah. We come with receipts. Yesterday, I had a friend request. And I have never had an issue with this woman. I've only met her once. So, anyway, she sent me a friend request. I was chatting to her. Rainbow is going to put the proof up at the minute. This said person is Curtis Fletcher, Curtis Scott, Curtis Sheldon, whatever you want to call him. This is his beautiful son, may I add. This is the son's mother. What happened yesterday with the messages. And then, at the end, she blocked me. And this is because he was watching, and there's proof there when Rainbow gets them up.
Now we know why they call it this.
Did warn you all she's a bit dysfunctional, didn't I?
I've just said that.
Yes. You have warned us. Oh, thank you for my rose.
Welcome, love. It was actually by accident, but you can have it.
Oh, I'm not giving it you back. Oh, come on, Rainbow.
I'm back.
Guess who's back? Morning, Charlotte.
Morning.
So these are the messages, guys, that I had sent yesterday. And then she was obviously silenced.
Oh my God, Rainbow. Oh, here we go.
Okay, there she is. This is Curtis's mummy's. This is Curtis's son's mummy. And this was all yesterday, as you can see, with the date and time.
Let me know when you need me to go to the next one.
Wait, just for the people, isn't it? That's
Morning, love. Good morning to you. Yes, love, I'm fine.
Everybody, I put there that he'd said he had cancer. He actually didn't say them words, and Paul did pull me up on it yesterday because that's what I thought was said. I do change it further down.
Yes, darling. Yes, darling. What? How's you? Good, how's your stores? Are they comfy on your bottom? Yeah, thought you might do with one of them in the kitchen. You're always sat in there, aren't you?
Sweet, just let me turn my mic off.
And the last one, just before Wendy got blocked.
Bless you. Somebody has to.
There you go. That's all of them from his son's mother, 20.
There's one more in there.
Yeah, that wasn't the one where she got blocked, Rainbow. There's another one.
Yeah, there's one more.
I've got it.
This is the last one, guys, and then she obviously got silenced. That you can see there, you can see Curtis' Sky number. He actually sent that WhatsApp to Mary. So if you can everybody read that, or would you like me to read it?
Wendy, it's quite
Okay, this WhatsApp actually says, as you can see, it's his picture, and he's got a new phone number again. So he's put, I'm going to ask once and once only, what are you telling Tanya and everyone on TikTok? Because you've just been brought up and mentioned. Because if what they are saying is right, I've got police involved, so you'd get yourself in trouble. Mary replied, not spoke to Tanya for nearly a year.
That's right.
And there's one after that, Rainbow, where I got blocked.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
He was blocking,
yeah, there is.
He was blocking people coming live, and when he sat there, I was blocking all these people, and then he was there.
So, do you want me to put it up? Because I've got it in front of me.
And said, Wendy, Curtis is blocking these people because of.
I've got it.
You got it? All right, sweetie.
I have. There you go.
So that's the last one. Obviously, she blocked me then. She unsent a message and then blocked me. And and I'm not just speculating on this, if you read further up, he was watching that live, so he obviously knew what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
So she was silenced again.
Yep.
So they're just a recap of messages, and that's it. So anybody got anything else or anything? Just anything. Just please come forward. So I'm going to upset Tanya and turn my camera around because she told me I had to do my hair this morning and I hadn't.
Yeah, she's not here anyway, I don't think.
Oh, I did tell her this morning that I didn't do it, so I'm not bothered, guys. I can't be arsed. I'm not interested in doing my hair. So if anybody else has got anything, any bullying or any absolutely anything of what's happened, please come forward. Please come forward with it because we're all here. We're all here to support. Morning, Rick. Good morning, sweet. Morning, sis. I'm all right. I'm all right. So if anybody wants to do that, I actually can't believe he asked Julie as well yesterday.
I know, and there's Liam Payne.
Yeah.
Some of your comments.
Yeah.
He'd asked a majority of people yesterday.
Yeah. Shirley, did he ever ask you?
Yeah, she sent him £15, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
But to
be honest with you, I'm a bit upset that he's never asked me, but I would have told him fuck off anyway.
I was in a live about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and he was on about he didn't have no money for coffee, squash, and a couple of few other bits and pieces. And if anybody would like to donate to his PayPal, he'd be very much appreciated. So he soft-hearted, sent it over, and that's the way I am. You know, if anybody hasn't got nothing, when I will give you like, no, I got it, I'll give it.
I know. Did you get that?
And Bright Eyes knows this because I've done it to somebody else on the site, like, you know. But that's just me, like, you know.
Did you get it back?
I didn't ask for it back because I just thought it was like, you know, when you send money to TikTok as a gift, like, sort of thing.
Okay, lovely. So you're another one. Morning, Tina. So, what I would really like, and I know she really don't want to, and I won't push it because I won't. Excuse me, guys. I won't push it, but I'm really intrigued. Jess, if you're here, sweetie, I'm really intrigued as to what he did to you.
I agree. And
I think Jess is
forward,
working.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should definitely come forward.
Yeah, I'm really not, and your name would, whatever we know, and everybody else has come forward. I really would, and it's not me this to push people to come forward because I get some people don't want to, but lots of people are coming forward now, and because it affected your work, Jess, as you said, I really would like to know what he'd done. Would anybody else?
We said that yesterday.
Yeah.
I would, but do you know what else I want to put forward, which has also been brought up in Parliament? There's a lady in Parliament that talks about what we've all gone through because she had a malicious phone call. Can I play the recording of what I've got just to explain? It's about a new law that she wants to bring out for data protection. I think this has got to do with everything we're talking about right now.
I want to talk particularly about new clause 32, which is about a victim's right in relation to data. I wasn't sure I'd be able to table this amendment because the court case that it referred to took place last Thursday. A year ago, a man started emailing my office with his concerns about my politics and the issues that I was working on. Like all of us, when we get constituents, I read them, but I filed them, I did not respond. Then I was called by my local social services because that man had decided, because he disagreed with my views, I was not a fit mother for my children. He had reported me, an investigation had taken place, and whilst it had cleared me, my children and I now have a social services record. When I went to the police about the matter, they said he had a right to express his opinions in that way. I challenged it because of my work on stalking, and I understood that somebody who could report in that way and use a malicious report to harm somebody was clearly dangerous. In coming forward, further reports came out revealing that this man had continued his campaign of harassment. I am deeply grateful for the cross-party support for this amendment today, because whilst this man has now been convicted of harassment, his ability to target my family continues because the record continues. At present, there is no way of removing a clearly malicious and false accusation from somebody's record made to a third-party organisation. In tabling this amendment, I recognise it's not just those of us in the public eye who may be targeted in this way. We see in many cases of stalking people who fixate and use reporting mechanisms to damage their victims. I've had no support or...
But can you see that stuff there, just the fact that stuff's been up in Parliament recently, and then there's people like us that are suffering things like this. It's not fair anymore, is it?
100% accurate. That really is.
That was like listening to what Curtis has done to every single one of us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So when they're talking about someone like that in Parliament that doesn't receive any help, now when we're reporting it and we're asking for help, where's our help? But she's got the to stand there and cry about how she gets no help. What about us, the constituents that don't?
I agree. I do agree. Yeah.
I think this is the route we need to go down, because if she's complaining about that, that's one of the things we need to bring up. Look at what she's complaining about. We're complaining about exactly the same things, but her, the lucky cow, only gets a report. Other people have their kids removed, have their lives harassed, have their mental health affected. She's very lucky to be able to stand there and talk about it, don't you think?
100%. 100%. I don't know what's happened to everyone else, Jodie. I think they all fell asleep, though.
No, I mean,
Was it that boring?
No, I'm still here.
Are we listening? You listening?
No, but what did you think when you're listening to that? Doesn't it resonate with like everything you've gone through? What she was moaning about she went through, we've gone through tenfold worse.
Yeah, because she's
Because she's in the public eye and we're not. It's okay for us and not her yet.
That's what I was trying to get over.
So this is what I'm trying to highlight, is the fact that even people like her are moaning about the failed system that she's fucking working in. So if we can highlight that she's even moaning about it, we've been moaning about it for ages, but people are paying tax for no services until crisis point.
Yeah.
I think that's the only point I wanted to make, but yeah, I don't think anyone's interested. There you go.
No, it is.
You go, Dee, I do. I agree with you.
Yeah. I all agree with you. Like you said, she's got a voice. She's got a big platform, a worldwide platform to do it on. You know.
And look at her voice and connect the dots. What she's gone through, we've gone through. If she can complain about it and try and get something done about it, why can't we?
Yeah.
I think it's like, yeah. I think we're all to about a point where it's just like, it should have been done a long time ago.
Oh, God, yeah. But this is what's happened. Everyone's been silenced in one way or another up until now. You know, some of us have just gone through the bullying thing side of it, you know, and the false allegations.
Look what
Jodie actually went.
I've got a little message for Curtis. You know, by the time I'm finished, it's not a threat, Curtis. This one's a promise to you. If you're not in prison, yeah, do you know where you're going to go? Broadmoor for the criminally insane. Promise.
Mm-hmm.
But also, right, look what, I won't go into detail, but look what Jo went through, Rainbow, with her school getting that malicious phone call.
Yep, I spoke about that this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He could say it again, because obviously we're on not everyone were there. That were awful, that.
Yeah, you explain it again, because it's fresh in your brain, because obviously you've said it this morning. I didn't realise I missed it.
Yeah, Joanna, who come in not long back, she's got a SEND child who she's had to fight for to get into additional needs school, to the point where they won't even provide transport and things. But she fought for it, and she did get it. She got it put in place. Everything were fine for the first couple of weeks. Then one day she'd got them ready. They were all sat waiting, and the school transport never turned up. So not knowing what had happened, she took her other child to school, come back, phoned them up, asked them where they were. She's been waiting. Has there been something gone wrong or with another child? No, someone had actually phoned up over the weekend, gave them a different address and said she had to move quickly into this new address and not had a chance to give them a new address. She was told it was a gentleman on the phone what phoned up. So the school bus had been to pick her child up, just not at the correct address. They'd been told a different address.
Yeah. Now, we haven't got proof that it was such a person, but it is his style. He's been known for things like this, you know.
It was definitely a male what phoned up. The taxi company are still investigating, as are the school.
This is a SEND child that was sent on a wild goose chase.
Because it was simply because it were a malicious call. Not only that, she ended up having to have the full day off school because the transport couldn't come back out for her. So she missed a day in education. Jo also had to put things in place, such as passwords, etc.
How
on
did
the
the child
account.
deal with that situation? Because I know my child, a SEND child, and put in that type of situation well out of routine, that would have led to a horrible meltdown.
Yeah, and this is it, because Jo's got two children. A daughter is obviously an additional needs school, so she gets picked up first. Then she takes her second child, her son, to his school. And that day, she'd got her ready, they were waiting back door, but then because they had to then take her son to school, a daughter were like, well, what's going on? Why aren't I going to school? And she literally had days, meltdowns constantly, because a routine had gone. But Jo also suffers as well with her head. So her routine had gone as well. Her daughters had gone. and then she got to try and sort everything out while her daughter was at home as well. And she were literally just stood in tears just on phone to us while we're all trying to help her. Because this woman has actually had to fight. She's a single, I hope she don't mind me saying this, she's a single mum with 2 children on her own, no family, no support system.
It's hard.
Just us on the phone.
And sorry, Rainbow, this is why we get so angry at the likes of, and I will say it, Trina, because she's had everything handed to her on a plate. She's had transport offered, she's had all the help, you name it, and yet she doesn't even lift a finger to do anything. You know, nothing. And then you've got Jo, who never has a break. She's always there. Her children come first, no matter what. Yeah. Right? Even above herself. And she don't get any help. She has to fight just for a transport, you know? Just
for being so ill.
I just say something, like when it comes to Jo, you know what? I'm in exactly the same boat as you. So if you ever want anyone to talk to that truly understands you, I've got no family. All I've got is my friends and my family. So if you want someone to talk to on that level, I'm there 100% because I know what it's like every day.
Well, she's having to fight at the moment. I'm not going into detail, but the school isn't right for her child's needs. So at the moment, it's a battle.
I'm going through exactly the same with Malia. She's in a mainstream school, but at the moment, she can't handle it.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
You know, she's having to go through all this and then to have people do things so maliciously to her, you know, and
it's not needed.
Her daughter is home full time at the moment, so she don't get a break anyway, you know, but them 6 hours while she is at school, that's Jo's time to reset, get stuff what she needs to do. If she's been ill on and off, we're cold and different things. She's not had time to sit back and moan about it. She's had to still get up and still get on with it. Same as what you do, Doda.
She's a rundown mummy, overworked. Yeah. I get it. It's like
Jo's also got her own stuff going on. Do you know what I mean? She's got different issues what affect her.
Jo is actually here in the box as well, if anyone wants to hear from her.
Oh, she's here, Jo. Sorry, I'm looking at my
Yeah, she's here. I've just brought her up. Hi, Jo.
Sorry, love.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was, I mean, obviously I haven't got proof of that. The cab firm and that and the school are still looking into it. But it was just a coincidence how, you know, Trina knows my address and she could have easily given it to Curtis and he could have rung because no one else would have known. It was literally a couple of streets away from me.
Shocking.
You have had your address to be able to...
No. Or to know a couple of streets away from me either, so... But it was just awful. I was in tears because I'd just sorted out her transport. It just started to go smoothly. And you try explaining to an autistic child that they're not going to school and their routine's off. If it was Rainbow, Kaz, Maggie and Paul, I think I would have had a breakdown.
Well, we're all in our job.
That's what he tries to make you do. He tries to know that you're burnt out anyway and try to lead you to thinking boiling point.
Yeah. It was awful.
I'm so sorry you went through that. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah, it is. It's because I felt more for my daughters. The fact that he'd have, you know, obviously I haven't got proof it was him, but it was the fact that whoever did it affected her. And, you know, as a mum, that it breaks your heart.
That's not that
evil. You know?
Like, what did the kid do to deserve that?
Exactly.
I'm wrong on every level. We're not alone now, sweetie, we're here.
He will get his comeuppance for doing this to everyone's babbies, you know. You know all this torment he's done to these kids. You know one day he's going to sit there and have it flashing through his eyes. Every ounce he's done to these babies. Oh.
I don't think he will, actually, because he don't give a toss justice.
You know what? I reckon at some point, do you know what? You know when you try to drive people insane? No, one day you could lose your marbles yourself, and during that dementia, you could be stuck with the shit people.
Morning, here.
Morning.
And you know what the best bit about it is? He might even be mute and not be able to say what the fuck it is that's doing his head in. Ha ha.
Fucking hell. You like it?
Just been to a meeting for school for my little boy to get him sorted into a spy because he's not doing well in mainstream.
All right, okay. All right, okay. Has anybody seen fucking up Jess this morning?
She was in the comments and she had to go to work. She was
okay.
like this morning and had to go to work.
Oh, yeah.
Has anyone actually seen Curtis, Trina, Lottie, any of them actually online anywhere in anyone's boxes or?
No.
I haven't.
Not a dicky bird.
I seen him other week live, but that were about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it last probably 2 weeks, Paul, do you think?
Yeah, something like that.
I've not seen them live for a while.
He were making out he could sing. That damned fucking rat.
I haven't seen him. Has anybody else seen any of them in comments? Has anybody seen them?
No, I haven't.
Around them?
Commenting, I've not seen them.
No, last time I saw Trina was the day when it all come out about Curtis, the day after. That after you said it on Friday and then on Saturday, she come in Lindsay's box and said she didn't know nothing about it. That was last time.
I have a funny feeling that they have moved to either Clapper or Favourited.
It's when she were actually shocked in me and Wendy's live and she were asking about he's got any criminal convictions and all this shit.
Bright Eyes, you've been speaking to Curtis, haven't you?
No, she blocked him.
I know she blocked him, but she would. Did you say it in there? And you'd been speaking to Trina, hadn't you? I don't know when last time were, obviously. No. Have they not messaged you again, Bright Eyes?
They've got a cheek if they have.
What happened to Trina saying anybody mentioned my name and I'll be in box?
Yeah.
Oh, she's all mouth.
Oh, well done, Bright Eyes.
Where's the gang now, because I'm a snitch.
Where are they all?
I snitched. What are you going to do about it? Not going to do it to me, no, because I'm not what? I'm not... What was the little boy? Sorry, how'd you explain it? I don't have special needs, no.
Huh. Yeah.
Is it because I'll fight you back?
You know what?
Turn up on the floor saying, please stop.
Is it because... Excuse me, I'm eating toast. Is it because... Do you know what? You can't do it anymore because you can't twangle all these fucking lies and nobody's going to listen to you because all those people that you've hurt are all together here. Or you've conned in some way, or lied to in some way. We're all here.
It will be when I get older, him on about me Auntie Tony. I'll tell you. God help him.
Hello. Oh, Jess is here.
God help him if I clock him.
I've got to do it. Oh, Jessica, who's going to see the Queen on Christmas Day then? Jessica is.
Hi, Jess. Jess, I have just been mentioning you, so before anybody else tells you, I'm going to tell you. In a nice context. I'm just eating tiger bread toast. Oh.
I was going to say, you're eating your bloody breakfast.
Yeah, tiger bread toast. Oh, all right, Joanna, just remember we're here.
Will you hurry up and bloody eat that toast? It's really annoying me hearing you chomp on it while you're trying to talk, love.
Okay, I won't talk no more. You talk then.
How rude is he? How rude is he?
I am now silenced by the observer.
Jess, we want you to tell your story, darling. You know, we all want to know. It needs to be out there in case he's done this to others, basically.
I'm not sure she wants hers out there on here. I'm not sure.
No, I know. But it's an old place now, isn't it? So it can't affect you now. Oh, okay. All right. Well, it is your choice, obviously, you know. It was Wendy's idea anyway, not mine, so blame her, love. Joking, by the way.
What about doing it in background, Jess, and having us speak for you? And don't think because you went back to him after he'd done all this, that's the reason why you can't speak out, because a lot of us did, but we
You
didn't
felt
know the
intimidated
extent.
just to get a break from it. That's what most people do.
Paul, I'm now unmuted. But I heard you. You fucking grass.
I hope you've swallowed your toast now.
I most certainly have. Is that
Right,
better, darling?
well, come on, start taking charge of your life, love. Come on.
Okay, God, you shut me down. Right, Jess, it was me that mentioned you, darling. And I just said it'd be lovely, and I know you don't want to, and that's fine. Because lots of other people have come forward, and I just said, Jess, it would be lovely if we knew your story. And I know you said you didn't want it on here, but we could, like Rainbow said, we could do it in background somewhere and us talk on it. You don't have to.
And that's what they mentioned, is she?
Yeah, I just thought, I don't know. More stories we get.
I think as regards to, as a friendship groups, we've all been in different friendship groups with.
Yeah.
It's just good to get everyone's story out.
She's going to send it to you, Rainbow.
All right, that's fine. No problem.
And you know what we do is we advertise it as a friend of ours. We don't put her name on it.
Yeah.
No, do you give me permission to speak about it, Jess? As long as...
All right, Julie.
As long as you're not named.
So keep requesting the button.
I just think as a friendship group, Jess is sort of like the final piece of what he's done to friendship group.
Yeah, I get it. Morning, Lady Di. Yeah, I get it. Not that it's a nice thing to chat about, Jess, but I think it's just like, so, because we're all here together now and not one of us are wary, and I'm certainly not, are wary of saying anything negative now, because we're all in the same boat, we're all in the same group, we've all got each other's backs, we've got all receipts, we've got everything, we've all come together, and this is where we're staying, and this will be talked on all the time. So
Definitely.
yeah,
I look at it this way: if this information fell on their lap, they'd have been live after live, would have been called out, would have done everything.
Yeah.
If it were them.
Yeah, but to be fair, we've all been emotionally abused by him to maintain them relationships as well, because he's guilt tripped you by saying he's going to do stuff to himself and everything else. So you've been drawn back in because of that.
Yeah.
So you know what? We know what he's saying, Jess. I don't think you were here, sweeter. But he's even silenced his son's mum as of last night. Right, guys, or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jess said she'll be right back anyway.
You what, Kel?
Jess said that she'll be right back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, lovely.
She might be sending me stuff through.
Yeah, she's probably sorting all her bits and bobs out, paper bits to send over.
Well,
I just think that Jess's probably final piece at puzzle with regards to friendship groups, what he's done, you know, because Jess has been part of it since I've been part of it, you know.
Yeah.
And it must have affected Jess for her to bring it up and to be so worried about it coming out.
And make police reports? Do you remember how we used to sit online and make police reports about me as well, to say that I was harassing him and doing God knows what, and I was such a bully?
Yeah.
He was sitting online actually making these police reports online.
Oh.
Yep. Well, look at the amount of times
Yeah,
he
he used to do
screamed,
that one,
Georgie.
Wendy.
He used to scream at you, I can reopen that case against you at any point with what you did. I still got policeman's name and blah. Like,
I don't care, Curtis. Don't do it, mate. I'll have a go at the policeman for supporting you, mate. if that's the case, go on.
Did you
I'll be
know
coming
he
down on that
even
policeman that supports you in it.
Did you know he even reported Trina's partner Tony to the police at one point?
Yeah, he did.
Did he
Oh,
really?
and Trina's got him in the house.
Yeah, he had to go in for a voluntary interview because he said he'd been homophobic towards him.
Never.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yes, that's true. Trina's told me that recently before I stopped speaking to him.
Trina's
You
told you
remember
what?
it, Joe, don't you?
Trina told me that Curtis had reported her Tony for being homophobic.
Yeah, and he had to go in for a voluntary interview.
Towards him, yeah. They had a fallout and he phoned the police and told the police that he was being homophobic towards
Hang on
him.
though, but how can Curtis report people for being homophobic and backlashing him at that when he's thrown everyone's kids at them, he's thrown dead people at them, he's thrown he's thrown everything, he's tried threatening their lives, to destroy their lives, and just because you call him a one name or something like that, he thinks that's okay, and then you get a report because you've done that. I don't think that's fair, do you?
Don't you remember, Joe?
As far as I'm concerned, that's called being rage baited out. He rage baits people, and you know what? That's what he needs to be called out for.
Joe,
because you know how is he allowed to rage bait and you're not allowed to react, but you're allowed to take everything thrown at you, and the minute you react, you get a report on you.
Jodie, don't you remember that Sean that used to come on and he made an account on Trina's baby and Curtis were part of that?
He made an account on what?
He made an account, this Sean was Curtis's good friend and Trina's. He made an account on Trina's baby. And
oh, yeah, that was that girl's boyfriend, weren't it? What was her name?
I can't think of her name, but I know
that used to go over the house, that used to go there. Because he even got them to try and bully me, didn't he?
Yep. And
so I remember them two. Yeah, I remember them too. Yeah.
He made an account on Trina's baby, and then when he got found out about it, he said Curtis were part of the account in trolling Trina with her baby.
I always said this. I've always said it in the background. How can Trina come at everybody about Lily when the person she sits next to used to make bloody accounts about her?
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow, that is the people he went on YouTube with. It was the guy trying to charge him for the logos.
Yeah, that weren't Sean though.
Oh, okay, right. Sorry.
Sean's a different person, love. He's been gone years now.
Thank you.
I'll have to ask Lindsay. Lindsay will know the name.
Princess, just more things, darling. Just more things.
But yeah, so he's done loads of stuff to Trina, but yet she still stands by him. And we've said for years, what have they got over each other? Why? Because things that they've done to each other, it's like, why would you do it? You know, call each other best friends, but...
Rainbow, does she actually know it was him as well?
They're not friends.
Yeah, she knows it were him.
She actually knows that it was him that did it?
Yeah, you can ask Lindsay as well. Lindsay will confirm it, because one night, Lindsay had come off live and that Sean had reappeared online, and I don't know if it was Leah or Kelly, one of them, had spotted Curtis laughing and joking in his box when he told Trina that he weren't speaking to him no more. And then he tried saying that, no, it weren't like that, this, that and other, but he'd been talking to him at background and told Trina that he weren't.
Oh, just thank you. I can't believe he was slagging my mum off after both of you let him stay with her. Tegan, he weren't just a part of slagging off, sweetie. It were lots of other things as well, love.
This is what I mean. He was part of making an account on someone's deceased loved one, a baby. You know, he was part of that.
You know what? I reckon he even done it to Dawn's dad as well. You know, I reckon he was the one doing them.
Yep. Yeah, we were good to him, weren't we, Tegan?
And Dawn used to give him a lot of money. I don't know why Dawn ain't come up and said fuck all.
Yeah.
No, she. I thought it was likely to come in I don't know if it was yesterday, and Tanya called her out and said, did you know something? I can't remember what it were, and it's been that much. But yeah, Dawn hasn't spoke on any of it. And
no, but she used to give Curtis loads of money.
Oh, that were it. Tanya asked her, are you still in contact with her? Because if you are, I really don't want out to do with her. And Dawn said no, but I'm a bit on thingy with that because she's been contacting Trina for months and months behind the scenes, you know, so I'm not sure.
Wow. I don't know, Dawn. I
She
don't
can't be a
think,
very good
Rainbow.
psychic because she didn't see any of this coming, did she, love?
Oh,
Oh, we're on about Dawn's psych. Oh, right, yeah.
yeah, psychic
Yeah,
medium
yeah,
donor. But
yeah.
he did some stuff to her what were awful.
She's never been a medium in her life. She's at least a large.
No, but never mind that, Paul. But Curtis has done some nasty shit to her.
Yeah. He brought up a past.
That is true.
Let's
Wendy,
that was who he was
not air
mocking.
out our grievances, okay? We need to get out the story of everything he's done to people.
My mum even forced me to play with his son just because Curtis didn't want to play. Yes, darling.
That is who he was mocking on that video we was watching where he was
Never.
singing. Yeah,
when he was
mocking
singing.
her.
Oh. Oh, wow.
He does that. Dawn is quite vulnerable in her own ways, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I spoke to Dawn for a long time.
I think is Dawn come into a hell of a lot of money when one of her parents passed away, and she sold the house and everything. And yet again, he started because he knew she'd got the money. He were after constantly for different things.
Wow. Wow.
Of all the latest big gifts on TikTok and send them to Kaz.
Yeah,
to say, oh, I really want these. Yeah.
are you serious? What?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't even know what all the new gifts are. I don't even care.
Nope.
Well, she used to screenshot them and forward them to Kaz. And so Kaz then felt pressured to have to send them gifts, you know?
No.
Right, wait a minute.
Do you know what? Can I just say to people, do not give to those that beg and ask for certain things. If you like someone or you like something, give them. Never ever feel pressured. Never ever have somebody tell you, oh, please, nah.
Now Tegan's in comments. Tegan, can you remember? Because I'll never forget that video. Never, ever, ever. As long as I live, I'll never forget that video. Curtis made you do a video. You were only a baby. And you were sat in their backyard. I think you were sat on a stool. I'm not 100%, but I'll never forget them words. And he made you say, Mummy Wendy, why did you leave me?
Oh, my God. Wow.
If Tegan wants to get up, I'll drop down. I'm not bothered if she wants to come up.
No, she's fine. She'll not come up. Tegan, can you remember that?
That is...
Wow.
Tegan, I've kept that video. It's in my files. Tegan, listen. So when
oh my God.
So when I split up with Tegan's mum, I fought like hell. She's here. If I'm lying, she'll tell you. Emails after emails.
How old is Tegan?
Hold on, Justice. Emails and emails to try and see this girl because she was my princess. She had my second name, and Curtis sent me a video of Tegan sat in a back garden, and he told her to say, Tegan, I'm going to video you and send this to your mummy Wendy. So just say, Mummy Wendy, why did you leave us? Wow. I remember that. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that, Tegan.
No, it's something like you don't forget.
And do you know what, Rainbow? Because she's here in comments and look, oh, Tegan, did he really love?
You know, I don't know if I'm right here or not, but to me, that comes across as some kind like a.
Right, she were only 7. Right, I left her mum. We're 7, and they obviously moved away. And I hadn't seen Tegan since, even though I've tried, and I sent thousands of emails to try and get to see her and whatever. Anyway, that's that. But I remember that video, and because she's in comments, I've just remembered again. I can see her sat on that chair. He actually sent me a video of my princess crying, telling her to say, Mummy Wendy, why did you leave me? I never left her. I fought like hell to see this girl. I honestly did. And he took that video. I wish to God I will find that video. It's somewhere in my files. I will actually find it. Yeah, he sent it me. Honestly to God.
That's disgusting. That's heartbreaking.
And at that time, Rainbow, me and Tegan's mum were to and fro with emails. Do you know what I mean? Because we were clearly getting divorced and what have you. But but Curtis knew that Tegan, because I met her mum when Tegan were a baby. And Tegan went everywhere with me. Wherever I went, Tegan went. She even went on holiday with me. Me and Tegan went away and stuff like that. Then we went abroad and took her to Tenerife. So everywhere I went, Tegan came with me. And I'll never forget that video that he made her do when she was that age. I'll never forget that.
Bless her.
Honestly to God. He mentally abused me. Did he really? I mentally abuse him.
It's just disgusting. The more that comes out, the more... Wow.
He followed you to the toilet, says yes, she did.
Don't you think he seems to enjoy watching people really sad?
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not talking on it for any other reason, because Paula's here. Paula knew Tegan when she was a baby as well. We even stayed at your flat, didn't we? Paula, me and Tegan. It was shocking. Yeah, she went everywhere with me. I couldn't go anywhere without her. And then Tony met her and she was still the same, weren't she, love? Yeah. And I'm not saying it because Tony's here. But Tegan loved Tony. Tony used to do her hair when I had pub in Grimsby. Tegan used to come and we used to sing on carry. Yes, Tony played her hair. She bladed her hair, beaded her hair and everything. Yeah, it was. Wow. Always will be, she still is.
How long ago was that?
7 years ago.
So no wonder why he did what he did to my son as well. Because he's done
7 years ago.
Many kids.
So,
how many has he done it to kids before, Tegan, as well?
Curtis made my mental health, but Tegan, stop. Oh God.
I'm just saying, has he done this before her as well? Because
I don't know.
He goes on,
Justice, I don't know. I don't know.
Because he's gone on to do that from her, that one. Then he went and did what he did to like my little boy. She was 7, yeah, and my son was 9. But you see, like, there's a pattern.
See, honestly, Wendy, I seen Princess's hair, love. What do you mean, Paula?
Saying that Tegan used to rip out her hair because of her mental health due to Curtis.
Yeah, so I want Tegan, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. But what do you mean, Tegan? Oh.
Tegan, do you want to get up, sweetie? It's easier doing it that way. Sometimes comments can be misconstrued.
She pulled her hair out on video. What? Paula, why haven't I seen these videos? Why has nobody sent me these videos? Just because Tegan don't live with me anymore. I brought her up like my own. She had my surname.
Yeah.
She went everywhere with me, every single where, and I only seen her because me and her mum split up, and she took her away from me. She took her to another town to live. Yeah. But I fought like hell. I fought like Justice. Wait a minute. I fought like hell to see this girl. So why am I only just finding this out now, Paula?
Oh, Wendy, I think she's trying to explain like that the suffering that Curtis leaves, just like with everyone, she's still suffering now. And she can't break free from it, even though he stopped doing it now. She can't break free from what he did to her. That effects from what he does is lasting, and I think this is what we need to highlight as well, is like seeing her in these comments, even though this was 7 years ago, the effects of it is very fresh. She's still very much affected right now. Poor kid, man. We're all here for you, Tegan. And we see
Oh, kid, this is my kid. This is mine. She's mine. I brought her up.
And what he done to her at the age of 7.
She had my fucking name. Tegan, why did you never tell me none of this?
I think it's probably Wendy because she were a child. We know our children work. You know.
I don't really tell anyone. Yeah, she weren't allowed to speak to me as well, so...
Yeah. And do you know what I mean? It's...
Honestly, I did not know why she was doing it. If I'd have known, I would have done my hardest to find you. Oh, God, wow.
And I bet when you saw him come back in Wendy's live, Tegan, your heart must have absolutely sunk, sweeter. And Wendy, obviously, if she'd have known...
I've got messages off her saying how she wished she still was with me, and even now.
Yeah.
Well, let's not forget, he started this with her when she was 7. 7. So he's messed her up at 7 years old. Like, he's been in her head. You know, that is... Oh, honestly, it's disgusting. He needs to be arrested.
He's very cruel.
Where is this cunt living?
I'm feeling exactly the same. Though.
Honestly, Justice, I'm my Auntie Wendy's blood niece, and where is this cunt living? I want an address.
Katie, do you know what? I'm only just finding out about this. What he did to her.
I know, Auntie Wendy, I can hear a second voice. I want address, or I will personally go to Leicester and I will find it myself.
Not in Leicester.
Is he not in Leicester?
No.
It's just never ending. Well, just when you think
that woman's house.
There's more.
No, he's moved.
Right. I want an address.
Well, Mary will have it. I guarantee it.
I don't know Mary. I don't like the woman. I'm alright. I don't want to speak to her, to be honest.
Tegan, listen. I know you're getting professional help for every other thing, blah, blah, blah. But do you know what? I wish you'd have told me. Because I'd fucking rip him limb from limb.
The thing is, you shouldn't need to be... It's good that you're getting that, but you shouldn't be having to go through that, you know? He's basically stole your innocence. From 7 years old, you know? He's gave you problems you shouldn't have had.
If Julie wants to come up, who am I dropping?
Apart from your own children, Tegan's light of my life. I had such a close bond with that child.
I am just glad now that everyone's together and this is coming out. I'm so glad it's all coming out now, you know, because I had no idea how deep and far and how many people were affected by him. It's blown my mind now, this.
Honestly, Observer, you don't know half of it.
No, I'm learning.
I didn't either.
Do you know what, Bob? At the end of the day, this so-called child is now only 14.
Wow. Honestly,
I'm livid because it's another kid. I'm seething. It's another
always
child.
women and kids. It's always women and kids. That's the pattern I've noticed here.
You know what? I can handle certain things when it comes to adults, yeah, but when it comes to children,
See,
I'm just raw.
He tried it with me not long ago in my Auntie Wendy's live, and I shut him down.
And Wendy, you don't dare blame yourself for nothing in this. You are a victim as much as everyone else here, so don't you dare sit and blame yourself. I won't have it.
My Auntie Wendy took him in, she fed him, she gave him money, she looked after him. Her and my Auntie Tony did everything. He does this. Nah, not with Tegan.
Don't worry, he'll be getting sorted, don't worry.
The problem is I don't eat law.
Julie, I didn't even know he'd done that to Tegan.
Well, you're not going to do, are you, because you was kept away from her. But she's telling you now. She's telling you now. She's like us. Trigger warning with the essay and stuff. We don't tell until we get round it round his heads.
Fucking
you know what I mean? She's a young girl.
Yeah, Babby. You were a young girl.
And this is a guy that's still allowed around Trina's children. Are you joking me?
We need that door number, Wendy, please. Because this is going out of hand. How many kids has he got?
Children, even after all this coming out, Paul?
Sorry?
Everybody in Skegness anyway knows. You do not go near Tegan.
Honestly, I can't answer. I don't know. I presume so, but I mean, if she allowed it after what Tony done and all the rest of it, then I can't see why she'd stop now, but who knows?
He shouldn't be allowed to see his own son now. What the hell is going on?
No.
He shouldn't even be allowed in a house with children now. He shouldn't be allowed that ever.
No, he shouldn't.
Do you know what? People are not allowed to see their kids through a lot less than what Curtis has done. So why is he allowed around kids that ain't even his when he's done what he's done?
Yeah, and Trina, they all in it together. They all in it together. She's as bad for allowing him in her house.
I agree with that.
What do you mean, Jess? Something else has come out? Oh my God.
You mean has something else come out because she's been at work, so she's missed what we've been talking about?
There's enough. We're just waiting on the door number.
There's a little girl in the chat. Wendy's was stepdaughter through marriage. She's just come in underneath you, Jess.
That's nice, Tegan. Wendy, don't beat your son up, babe, about it.
I'm glad to hear it, Tegan.
You didn't know.
Oh, mate, these stories could make you go to prison, mate. Ooh.
Definitely.
Fucking wow.
Don't worry, he'll not last long where he is once word gets out. But we need a door number. And if you're listening, Trina, from behind like you usually do, you're just as bad as them.
Not you for allowing it, being the, big mother and all.
Yeah. You shouldn't be walking streets neither. You vile, you want a good hiding every time you come out your door.
Wow.
Jesus.
You bastard, Curtis.
I've got to go, guys.
It's okay, just go and have a fag. Wendy will.